I'm really inspired by how committed you are to your practice and how you authentically express yourself in your art and how you show up as an artist. And these are two of the biggest concerns that a lot of artists have, especially artists who are in the beginning stages of their journey. That how do I find my authentic expression in art and how do I create art consistently? What has been
Yeah.
your experience in successfully tackling these two concerns?
There is nothing like talent, It's everything is consistency. If I can be consistent, then consistency and discipline. Like these two things, if I can do it, anything can happen. Like you eat every day, like you sleep every day. I feel like art for me is that way. It's every day. Now it's not a question. But I feel like there are three things that can really help you build a consistent art practice. And I think I always share this with everyone is first is like have a workable workspace, like something that you don't have to clean because I feel art requires cleaning. So I think a lot of reasons people don't rose paint, you have to remove the colors and all of that. So have a workable space that you can make dirty as much. I think in Mumbai, I had a balcony converted to a room, which is just by the side of my bed. So it worked perfectly. I used to keep it dirty. I didn't have to keep it clean. So that's the first thing. And I think the second thing that you can really, really do to develop consistency in very small steps is basically, okay, don't pursue perfection, like just make anything. So let your sketchbook be bad. Like I think for the longest time I used to stop the sketchbooks if I felt that there was a bad painting. Like I just did not use the sketchbook again. But now I just move the page and I'm like, okay, I have to continue. And the third, I think, and the most important one, and this is something that has been mentioned in Atomic Habits. It's a very good book on time management. Is where he says that you attach it to a routine activity. Like when I drop my son, I'll speak of a workout. When I drop my son, I wear my sports shoes. So now I'm down. I have dropped him. He has gone. I have to run. It's very obvious. And for art, I do something very similar. I just have my paint brush by my breakfast table. So now it's there. I have finished my breakfast. So I have to pick up my brush and I have to go and keep it in the studio.
Yeah.
And when I'm in the studio, I have a working table to let me do 10 minutes and then go take a bath.
Yeah.
So you get the drift, like, because our brain, Shimona, if I can just keep continuing this,
Of
but
course.
our brain is meant to like go in survival mode. Like we don't want to excel. Our brain doesn't want us to excel. It just wants to survive.
Yeah.
So you have to trick your brain, in some way, because our brain doesn't want to do the tough things.
Yeah.
So if you attach it to a regular habit, which you will not leave, then you can trick your brain into believing that this is a regular habit. And then ultimately it will give up. The monkey brain will stop working and it will believe that this is your routine and you will do it.
Yeah.
45 days and then it will happen automatically.
Yeah. There's something to be said about putting in the effort in the beginning. I was discussing this with a friend yesterday about working out. And I was just sharing that, you know what? I want to work out so bad. Like I really want it so badly. And yet somehow my brain is not pushing me towards a task that I really want to do, like genuinely want to do. And we just need to kind of accept that, you know what, that's just how the brain works. And instead of shaming ourselves, just trying again and again and again to, like you said, build it into a habit. Because once it's a habit, then we are not thinking about, oh, do I want to, do I not? It's just habit. You will do it just because you do it every day.
So initially I started with the copying phase and I used to like look at the artwork, look at paintings, photographs, copy and all of that. But then obviously you hit a point where you know that you're getting towards something original. And I talk about this is what I call the creative lineage. So like we have mother, father, grandfather, great grand. So every artist, I believe, has a creative lineage. Like how Picasso says, there is no original art, right? And Austin Kleon also says in Steal Like an Artist that everyone has artists who are like them, who have been before them, who will be after them, and who are with them. So I think as artists, we need to find people who are like us and they need not be exactly same. Like we were just talking before the show, right? Like I like miniature art. I love the Baroque style of painting, which is like very realistic, but it's on black. Okay. And so I started finding these people and I realized that these artists, I love them for a reason. And probably I am like a mix of all these artists because I truly believe there's no original art.
Yeah.
And now people come to me saying, okay, your art is like that, like this. And honestly, when I was doing it, I had no clue. But then, yes, I am probably a cocktail of a lot of artists. I think everyone is a cocktail of a lot
Yeah.
of different artists. Yeah. Yeah.
Not only artists, I mean, we are basically a sum of all the experiences and people we have in our life.
Very,
So we are
very.
bound to get influenced by, I mean, whatever artist you, even if you're a musician or dancer or whatever, you can't help but absorb, because that is the data bank. Where else is the creativity coming from? It's not like it's some random thing that is happening out of nowhere. It does have a basis in the experiences that we have in life.